you know, I was a cocky kid. They put me in my place.
They are your they're your first customer.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
We are, as salespeople.
Absolutely. So I'm all for making a ton of money on the back end, but I'm all for getting the car sold first and making a decent profit for me and my store, and then letting the F&I guys have at it. So now, those lines I just used to describe or to how I answer the trade or the interest rate question. You want that too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that.
You know, and we've been, Anthony along with myself, Chris is fairly new here. We know how to deal with the desk.
All right.
It's all about your communication with the desk. We the middleman.
Well,
and they get mad at us because me and Anthony both are a little aggressive at the desk.
that's why you're two of the better salespeople
You
here.
know, because if you
Listen to what he's saying, Chris.
if
Listen to what he's saying.
you if you go up there and I'm not saying that they don't know their jobs, I think all of them are very talented, but they'll tell you to tell your customer something, which I hear them telling some of the newer salespeople, and me personally,
You'd never say it.
I would never say that to my customer.
Right.
Because that's why I think some of the new people that come here struggle because they don't know how to handle the desk. When I say handle, I'm not trying to handle a grown man, but I know how I've been talking to this customer for the past hour and a half, 2 hours. Only thing you see is my customer name and their address.
And what number you trying to come?
Right. So when you tell me, I'll go out and say this, go out and say that, you know, and I might do things a little different. At the end of the day, we're gonna come to a meeting point and make my deal.
Yeah.
Because I had something like that happen. It was a mistake that was made from the desk, and he wanted to box close my customer, which is a referral who just left Conyers Honda, and they wanted Nestor to go and try to tell her the mistake that was made on the payment. It was a $25 difference. And I say, no, Calvin, since it was a mistake that was made, because I took my worksheet to him, I always write all my commitments on the back. Been doing this for 10 years. I gave it to him. He said, we should be able to make that happen. Go and do your paperwork and we'll go ahead and do it. It was for $425. Come to find out, well, you never showed me this. I never saw that. I said, well, Calvin, man, I'll hand all my commitments on the back, and I handed it to you just like that. It was at $425 per month. So he wanted to try to box close. I said, no, Nestor, please let me go tell my customer myself. And because I shook her hand at $425
your
a
customer's
month.
got the relationship with you.
Right. If I send her to the box and let you try to do it, she gonna think I'm playing games. He got so upset with me.
Who did?
Mr. Barnes. Now, at the end of the day, he got so upset with me that he had words. He told Brian he was going to leave if I can't run the desk. And the only thing I asked was let me go out there and tell her the mistake that was made. I went out there and told her. She went to the business office, completed her deal, and sent me a referral the next day. If I would have listened to Mr. Barnes at that time and let Nestor go box close my referral, and if you and Calvin say, well, when she come to this store, she not your referral. I don't care about your referral.
What?
She's Adam customer. She lived 2 exits away from Conyers Honda. She was referred to me and drove all the way over here in the rain that day. It was raining real bad on Monday. But my point to that is, yes, Calvin wants to sell a car. Jason wants to sell a car. But I felt as though it was my duty, and then the best way for me to handle that customer for that situation was for me to tell her personally myself, and it all worked out. If I would have let Nestor do it and box close her with that mistake, she would have looked at me like, man up. If you make the mistake, you shook my hand, James. I came here to see you man up. So it's little things like that that I believe a newer salesperson, we have to listen to the desk, would have came out and did it differently and would have lost that deal. So it's small things like that when I say you can't listen to the desk for everything when you have built that rapport with your customer and know how they're going to respond to certain things, you know. But at the end of the day, we have to be a little aggressive at the desk. If not, they'll let every deal walk, every other deal walk. And instead of me selling 15, 20 cars a month, I'll be sitting on 7 or 8. You know, and I don't want to do that. I can't eat off of that.